Okay, so is this little barrel aquaponics system hard to build? That's a very hard question for me to answer. I got asked it by her, and she said, is it hard to build? And I said, well, to me, no. To someone who has no idea what they're doing, yeah, probably. But on a scale of 0 being impossible, not knowing what to do, 10 being impossible, cannot do it, I'm going to put it down at a level 4. Especially if you're watching the videos I show you on step-by-step how to do it. Okay? If you watch the videos on how to use the tools, if you don't know how to use the tools, that might be a little bit more hard, a little bit harder. Let's get my grammar and English right here. Hello. Might be a little harder if you don't know how to use the tools. Doesn't mean you can't though. Doesn't mean it's going to be up. I'd only give you an extra point for that, sorry. If you don't know how to use the tools, I'm only going to take it up to a 5. It's not hard to build. Just a small little barrel aquaponics system is not hard to build. It looks it, but when you know what all of the different pipes are for, or all the different hoses, when you know what they're for, it's easy to do. If you look at my bigger systems, you can go, oh my God. And that often happens, or people will look at a bigger system and go, awesome, what do I need? They get the list of components and then they go, oh, it's too hard. This is why we're starting small. We're starting easy. We know what we're going to be able to do. We're going to do it step by step. We're going to break it down. We're not going to look at the end. We're going to look at each individual part so that, yes, you can do it fairly easily. For someone with no experience with tools, I'm going to give you an hour to acquaint yourself with the tools, maybe 2 if you're really insecure. So 2 hours for that. But once you've done that, you could have this together in a couple of hours with no experience whatsoever. That's from someone who I know how hard it can be. I know how hard it is to do something when you've never done it before. And I guarantee you, you can knock this up. You can do it. You need to know how to use the equipment, and I've got you covered with the videos on that. It's not hard to build. You simply need to understand, why do I need these different components? When we understand the why, the how becomes so much easier. So watch my videos, watch my YouTube channel, and you will see how and why we do it this way. There's a reason none of my aquaponics systems fail. I've been studying aquaponics. I did it for about 4 years. And I worked in the industry. I was in aquaculture, I should say. I specialised in filtration, system design and water quality. And I was headhunted for that around Australia. And there was a reason. I was very good at explaining everything, and I was thorough. And the biggest thing, I was always fixated removing solids before it goes anywhere in the system. And this is my aquaculture training coming in. This is how I remove solid waste from my system. This is my solid waste in a cheap little pail that I got from the hardware store. But all of my solid waste is removed before it gets anywhere. And it comes down to your design. Now, I've been doing aquaponics since 2007, and my first system, when I had no training, totally tanked. I read about it, I watched the videos that the experts were doing back into, it totally tanked. Okay, everything died. It was a really bad time for me. I studied aquaculture, and went, you know what, I want to know every ins and out of this. I want to be able to build my own commercial systems. I want to be able to make an aquaculture business. And then I said, you know what, then we'll take it into aquaponics. That was actually what my assignments for 2 years were about. It wasn't a thesis, it was a TAFE. But for me, it was about building commercial aquaponics systems that I could actually then sell to people. And within a commercial system, you need to have a lot better understanding of water quality, disease management and stuff like that, which in this little system you don't need. Bigger commercial, yeah, you do need. And people don't seem to realise that. I'm a bit baffled. These are easy to do. There's a reason I've set it up, how I've set it up. In the videos I've shown you the different options, and that's the whole point of this system, is to show people different options. But the designs won't fail you. Just follow the instructions. Okay? You can do it.